So anyway, I'm recording this video again. I think I had to restart it for some reason, but whatever. I'll just pick up where I left off. So I'm wearing these headphones, and I think they're actually recording the audio as well in this video. So these headphones, the Heavys, they call them the Heavys H1H. I don't know why, but that's just what they're called. But Heavies, I know why it would be called that, because these headphones are marketed for people who like heavy music. It's marketed for heavy metal lovers, or like, I also love hard rock. That's a big deal to me too. But if you love heavy metal, which there's been a time where maybe I've gotten deeper into sort of more the heavy metal side of things, that's why I've found out about these headphones. Like if you go on Facebook or something or whatever, you'll see advertisements probably targeted at you if you're a heavy metal fan. So you probably know about these. So anyway, if you already know about these because you love heavy metal anyway, I don't need to talk all about them. Talk all about why you would know about these. But since you probably know about the Heavies, because I've bought a pair, I can tell you what I've experienced, So I use them a lot. Like they work pretty good, like as far as the experience of a song. So you can play speakers. Like I also have a Bluetooth speaker. But the thing is, if you've got background noise, like if you're cooking or anything's in the background, it's gonna interrupt what you're listening to, right? So already headphones are gonna be a step ahead of speakers, you know what I mean? But then if you got good headphones, that's when you can take the listening experience to another level. I guess I should be a sales rep or marketing guy for Heavies, you know what I mean? But anyway, but yeah, it seriously takes it to another level if you got a better pair of headphones than, like, say, a pair of headphones that aren't really designed for an awesome listening experience, you know what I mean? These are. So in the price range that they're at, I think that reflects the quality of them as well. But you can get pretty good discounts on them sometimes. Like they've often got marketing campaign, so discounts and campaigns where it's, say, like 20% off or something. So it's not as expensive as it seems normally. But yeah. Anyway. So what I find is when I listen to the song, that's what I want to talk about, the listening experience. Instead of just hearing, for the most part, just all the song in one sound, you know what I mean? It's very easy if you focus a bit closely. You can hear all the parts of the song. So from the vocalist, so if you listen to rock or metal or something, there's going to be a vocalist, you can hear the vocalist, of course, because that's meant to stand out. But maybe you can hear the words better, if you're like, what's he saying? In some of that music, there's a lot going on. It's very busy, so sometimes it's harder to hear the vocals than other, like, lighter music, you know what I mean? But even that too, like I've heard some rap music and I'm like, I can't even understand them. But really, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, as long as you can hear the vocals nice and clear. Yeah, doesn't matter if you can't understand. Just read the lyrics, But yeah, so you can not only hear the leads, like the lead guitar and the lead vocalist, but you can make out what the drummer's doing. Like you can hear the cymbals and the snare drums and all that. You can hear the bass player. And that makes a difference in, like, a heavy song. So in heavy songs, you're probably not as likely to hear the bass guitar. Like I've heard in some thrash metal music, it's quite easy to hear the bass guitar. That's quite a like, I'm not a huge thrash guy, but I've noticed that the bass guitar stands out a lot in that music, even though the other elements are very loud. So you can hear everything very clearly. So if you're straining your ears on, like listen on a speaker or out of your phone speaker or out of what was I going to say? Oh yeah, out of earphones, or maybe headphones that aren't really designed for an awesome listening experience. Maybe just using some generic headphones. You're probably going to find that yeah, the music's good. Like you'll still listen to it, of course. Like of course, but you're probably not gonna have as much of a rich experience with headphones as with other ways of listening. You know. So for me, yeah, I love them. I hardly listen with a speaker now. Yeah, like with an external speaker when I'm listening to my favorite music. Like if I put on a CD or something, I know I sound old school with a CD, but you know, it's sometimes it's nice to buy a CD. Um, but yeah, if you're putting on a CD or even on Spotify or something, and you want to enjoy the music that you're listening to, you're like, okay, I don't, like, I'm ready to listen to this and I want to have the best experience possible. Or not, probably not the best experience possible, but you know what I mean? A really good listening experience. Um, you're going to find that with these headphones, the Heavies, right? Um, so I don't know, maybe I might join the company one day and be a like what would you call it? Not an advocate, but an ambassador or something for the company. But the cool thing is as well, you can buy shells. You've probably noticed that you can customize them with shells. So this is Judas Priest screaming for vengeance, the logo of that, right? And you get them on both sides, of course. Whereas, you know, you'll have the wait, I'll get a better look at that for you, if you can see that. Yeah. Whereas you'll get the standard heavy shells that they look okay, but I love Judas Priest, so when I noticed that they were selling the option of the shells, I was like, yeah, why not, you know? So if they had other shells available, like of music I like, I'd probably have gotten those too. But yeah, I love that album, Screaming for Vengeance. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, and Rob Halford's voice, like how good is he? Like and the guitarist and all that, like how they got two guitarists who play lead guitar, how like they're trading solos. So on one end, like on the left, oh yeah, that's a cool thing because I was about to say, oh, Becky, a bit like Tu Apri, but Becky, you can like, because you know with stereo sound, right? So on most headphones you have stereo sound anyway, but just to touch on the experience, so like you're listening to Judas Priest, right? And then 1 second, like, or actually in some songs you'll have rhythm guitar, you'll hear the rhythm louder on this side or just on this side pretty much, and then on the other side you hear the lead come in, the lead guitarist there. So that's a nice way that they separate the sound, you know. So back to Judas Priest, because they have two lead guitarists, you can distinctly hear the difference, the separation, because on one side you hear KK Downing playing like his solo part, and then right after his like 8 bars or whatever, you get like Glenn Tipton in the other ear, and you're like, oh yeah, and it's like they're trading guitar solos, and it's awesome, you know. Anyway, I've got to start work shortly, so I might wrap it up here. But you'll hear from me again. Metal, baby, or rock and roll. Fuck yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, sorry. I was about to say, fuck yeah, rock and roll, man. Oh, but I'm actually in front of a school, so I probably shouldn't be so loud with my language. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Have a good one. See ya.